All right, guys, we got a neighbor here with some more free firewood, so we're gonna knock this thing out. I'm probably gonna fast forward you through most of it, but to give you an idea of the size here. For all y'all got chainsaw problems, that's what you need right there. That will solve all your issues. We'll be back. Alright guys, on your saw, you need to be burning about a tank of fuel and a tank of oil at about the same rate. So every time you fill this gas can up on your saw, you should be pretty close to running out, if not out, on your bar chain oil. So fill both every time. If you're not using a full tank of bar chain oil, every time you're burning a tank of fuel, you got a clog in your system somewhere, you need to be burning more oil. Keep the chain lubricated. Now, this chain here is actually a little dull. I'm going to go ahead and cut and finish up, and then I'm going to put a new blade on it and show you the difference in the blades and why and how it gets dull. I'm going to show all of you something here. See those teeth on the wedge of that saw right there? Let's see, where am I at? Right there. Those are used to jab into the tree and then to actually tilt your saw this way into the wood. It gives you leverage. So if you push the saw, the teeth, in against the trunk, the saw is made to use that as leverage and to saw with the front part of the blade. It gives you leverage to cut. So if you cut halfway through this log, all right, at an angle, and then you come back this way, your last cut here is actually only about 1/4 of the log. So you cut into the log long enough to get your teeth into it, and then you use the leverage of the saw to go over, and then you come back with a straight cut down. If that makes any sense to y'all. Change the saw blade on this saw here. Now what I want to show you on these saws is whenever you go and buy a saw from the store, chances are it's just going to have a regular little homeowner's blade on it. It's not going to be anything special. Up north, you guys, they may come with a little more aggressive chain, but down here, down south, the chains aren't real aggressive. So whenever you get a saw, or you have a saw for steel, they are marked with this little square right here. And most generally, this little square is green, which is this normal, everyday homeowner use. If you go up to the yellow, this is more of a commercial grade type of blade. It's more aggressive, and I do believe the teeth are a little harder on it. They have a different angle cut to make the saw more aggressive. So look for this little yellow square right here if you have a steel chainsaw, because it's a much better blade than the one that comes on it, or any standard replacement. Let's get the one with the yellow instead of the green. Let's change this blade. Got that off. Be sure to clean out any little bits of garbage in there that might be slowing down your oiling process. Chain should roll smoothly without hang up. The thing with saw blades is, as you use it and it heats up, the blade itself will actually stretch. The blade will become longer. I do resharpen my blades, but while I'm working, I just rather throw a new one on and sharpen this one later. Let me get you set back up over here and we're going to finish cutting up this tree. And the battery worked. So, let me show you here. So these are the cuttings with the new blade. As you can see, they are a much larger cutting. Alright. It's taking a bigger bite with the chain being sharp. Also guys, don't force your chainsaw through the wood. And don't run the chainsaw wide open. The saw can only cut so fast, and that does not mean max RPM. So listen to the saw. And if you learn how to use your tool, I guarantee you better success when you use it. So pay attention, take notes. That's how you get rid of a big tree, help a neighbor, and get some extra firewood. Thanks for watching guys. We got to load this up and haul it to the splitter.